Well, Door County's storied and often tragic history, combined with the fact that the county is named after a water passage called Death's Door, undoubtedly for some begs the supernatural question:
is Door County haunted?
So join me from the intersection of cemetery and dead-end roads as I go in search of answers to this question.
With hundreds of shipwrecks, lighthouse keeper stories, and other local folklore, there are plenty of good reasons to think vacationers aren't the only visitors in Door County. One place that is often said to have otherworldly visitors is the Alexander Noble House in Fish Creek, which was my first stop.
And the people that come here are real believers, and they do capture many things on their photographs because they're allowed to take photographs. Sometimes you see the eyes in the portraits moving. Sometimes they take photographs of mirrors and come up with strange things. So strange that they're afraid to show people the pictures. Just a week ago, in one of the vacant chairs here, a lady photographed it because I tell about the spirits sometimes being here and we don't see it. Out of the chair came 2 strips of light. Where they come from, I don't know. And there are even people today that are afraid to ever step foot in this house. So I don't know why. I've had experiences, but I don't tell people because they're going to think maybe something's wrong with me. Yeah? We have tours end of May through the middle of October. Every room's open. You can look in, walk around. We keep it kind of dark, because you never know.
That's true.
What might be behind you, huh?
Personally, I didn't see anything.
Door County is full of spirits.
My next stop was at Shipwreck Brewpub Inn and Restaurant, another reportedly haunted establishment in Egg Harbor, where I talked with manager Joe Smith.
Tell me a little bit about the ghosts, the reported ghosts here at Shipwreck.
Well, there's a fair amount of them, and some more prevalent than others. The most popular, the most active is Jason. That's the illegitimate son of Al Capone. He was found hanged upstairs. Whether he did it himself or had a little help, that's kind of up for some debate. He's been seen as recently as 6 or 7 years ago walking around up on the roof. Whether or not he's actually there or if people have had too many beers down in the bar remains to be seen, but there's legitimate documented encounters of him being actually here in this building.
Shipwrecked employees and guests have had enough strange encounters over the years that there's even a page dedicated to it on their website.
So, do you think Shipwrecked is haunted? I don't know. Do you? I don't know. Do you? Believe it or not, you can always find local spirits here at Shipwrecked.
Looking for some non-stop ghost story action? Hop aboard the
Trolley of the Doomed
for one of the Door County Trolley's famous ghost tours.
Wow, the ghost tours are just a great deal of fun. I mean, those of us that do the tour probably have as much fun as the people that take it. Matter of fact, we were written up in USA Today as one of the top 10 ghost tours in the country. These are not the Halloween stories. There's not people with painted faces jumping out with rubber knives. These are great stories, and they've been handed down to us, many of them by the families involved in these stories. We have stories about haunted lighthouses, sunken ships, haunted houses. We actually go into a house that is in fact haunted. Great trip into there. We also have the story of the Hackley, probably one of the most famous stories, maritime disaster here in the county. We go to the cemetery and we visit the graves of some of the folks that we've met during the tour.
Interested in hearing the story of Mr. Hugh A. Melvin here? Try out the Door County Ghost Tour for the full story.
So it's become a tradition with some of our visitors up here in Door County. And I think it speaks to the quality of the tour, and it speaks to the quality of the stories that we're telling.
Well, that's going to wrap it up for this episode of Explore the Door. And as we've seen, there are all sorts of fun ways to experience the haunted side of Door County. However, the question still remains, do you believe? We'll see you next time.